what's the void you're trying to not to feel?
I feel like this is personal though.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Void you're trying to avoid.
I'll probably just say anxiety. Just because, like trying to like not look at the camera. Yeah, I feel like my mind is like going 100 miles an hour, and I just feel like whatever I can do to like try to put it on pause for a second. So yeah, like
Loneliness and sadness.
Pain and loss.
And what do you do to avoid that?
I usually distract myself, which isn't the healthiest thing, but I try to stay connected to people that love me.
The void you are trying to avoid.
I want to feel pain. That's it. I want to feel physical pain, no emotional pain, none of that.
What's the void you have to avoid?
Do you want me to hold it? Okay, perfect. The void of loneliness, of feeling unmotivated or uninspired, and inadequacy. That's the void I'm trying to avoid.
What do you do when you feel inadequacy?
Speak affirmations to myself to remind myself that even though I'm having those thoughts, they're not true. They're just passing intrusive thoughts.
So what's the void you have to avoid feeling?
I would say, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I've been avoiding maximizing my potential with respect to my work and applying myself to my full capacity. And I avoid it because I think I'm afraid of the reality. It might be different than I thought it might be and where it might take me. So, yeah.
So what have you been doing to avoid that?
Oh, just procrastination, Netflix, drinking wine, sleeping in, all of the above. But I know that the true magic is like that old adage, like the magic happens outside of your comfort zone. And I have little brief periods where I will allow myself to go there. And then I feel this like great surge of motivation and purpose. But then I allow the fear to overtake me again. So it's an ongoing inner battle. So, yeah.
Ooh.
So things you are trying to not to feel or trying to not to think about.
Oh, maybe just avoiding confrontation and stuff like that with people I love and stuff like that. Yeah.
The void is like homesickness for me because like I'm alone in this country. Like I came from another country to Canada, so yeah, it's like hard here to like live alone. So yeah, that's the thing. I just keep myself busy.
I think the void I'm trying to not feel the most is dwelling on maybe the past and worrying about the present, the future and the present too. Because these feelings bring up, these when you dwell on the past or you think about the future, you worry about the present too, it brings up a lot of emotions and feelings, and it brings up a lot of unnecessary stress. So I think when I do get busier, I try to occupy myself and find ways to cope, maybe do activities, different things, so the overthinking doesn't stepping and it just doesn't overtake my life. So
I think it's good to think about them. Like think about the things you don't want to think about.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It may not necessarily be a good thing because sometimes we do need that time, and this is why I think last year, the COVID year, gave me time to also reflect and think. Sometimes we do need to think, and just pushing things aside doesn't help. If you push things aside, it doesn't necessarily help the solution. I think it's by pushing it aside or by occupying ourselves, the more and more it'll come to mind. More and more things will maybe it'll still be there, so it's not like we're avoiding it. And how much can we do? We cannot always like be busy our entire lives or occupy our entire time with activities or different things. Sometimes we need to take a step back and deal with it, face these fears and emotions in order to heal, or in order to be able to cope better, move on.